Ipsos polling exclusively for Global News shows 85% think the border should stay closed until the end of the year. Just 21% want the border opened to help our tourism industry. 93% of us feel it's just too risky to travel to the United States right now. 89% feel the same way about a trip overseas. And 62% say it's too risky to even visit another province. Even then, we're a little anxious about getting around. Just 36% say they'd be comfortable taking a plane within Canada, while a slightly higher number, 42%, are comfortable taking a bus, train, or other public transit.
One of the interesting things that we've seen in our surveys is that anxiety about COVID has been going up. And the reason that it's been going up is people are worried about getting out of this routine in which they're in their houses and they can control their exposure to the disease. If they go outside, they know that they no longer have that level of control, which is creating a sense of anxiety. So what that means is that there's large percentages of the population that are looking for a lot of cues in terms of the establishments they visit that suggest that these are places that are safe to go to. And the reason that they really need to see those cues is because what they're seeing in the United States suggests that there's a worse way to handle things. People think that when they're traveling domestically that they probably have an opportunity to do something other than transport themselves in some sort of a group arrangement. So they don't have to fly on an airplane, they don't have to maybe even take a train. What they can do is they can probably control their own transportation in a car, or maybe even an RV. They feel that they're more capable of controlling their safety within the country than they do going abroad. When you look at just about everything that has to do with COVID, there's a unanimity of opinion in Canada. I mean, there are small groups of the population, even when you're talking about 80% being on one side and 20% being on the other side. 20% is still a pretty big number in terms of absolute people, but there is a consensus on the country, across the country, that we need to be very, very cautious. And they look at the United States as an object lesson of a country that hasn't been cautious, and they're looking at what they're seeing in the United States and saying, whatever we do, we can't have that in this country. So that means controlling the borders, but it also means not exposing yourself by visiting the United States anytime soon.